Hey y'all, it's my review for SWV Xscape, the Queens of R&B, Ep.3. So we open a little montage where all the ladies are doing. Side note, we're at Kandi's and she's asking her little one, Ace, how many YouTube subscribers you got on your channel? He says he has 17,000. So he beat me. And I've been doing this for 3 years. Side note, y'all, we interrupt this program for a special message. My YouTube anniversary is tomorrow or today when this airs. And my channel will be 3 years old. I'm almost at 14,000 subscribers. So yeah, tell a kid, tell a friend, tell a heifer you hate to subscribe to Ninja. Just letting you know I'm going to be going live tonight at 8 p.m. So join me there. But anyway, yeah, I'm just like, well, damn. Like, Ace got 17,000 subscribers? He must be doing something right. I mean, look, I'm trying over here. Anyway, we cut to Nashville, and y'all know Taj lives there. She's meeting up with Tasha, who we remember from the last episode is in Nashville, to look for a solo deal behind her group's back. So they're meeting at the African American History Museum of Music, and it's nice to see that they're both on the wall in one of the categories. And Taj is telling a cool story about how her and her group knew Destiny's Child back in the day, you know, before they were superstars, and they were big fans of SWV. They would be like at their hotel saying they loved them. And lo and behold, they're all on this historic wall of girl groups. Latasha sees herself in Xscape, and Taj has done the impossible. She got a smile out of Tasha. I can't believe it, but this is a good idea on Taj's end because maybe that's giving Latasha inspiration to be a part of this tour. So as they're walking around the museum, Taj is asking Latasha what's going on between her and her sister. I noticed Taj is being the peacemaker in this. I love her for that. But Latasha is just giving her events of what happened. She's clearly leaving out details. Of course, she says, oh, my sister was body shaming me. She talked to our mom any kind of way. I'm the oldest. What does that mean, though? You're the oldest. You can still be wrong. You and y'all's mama. So then Latasha changes the subject and says she's in town because she might get a solo deal. The way Taj is looking at her, she's like, oh, really? Huh? So you leaving the group? Taj know in the back of her head, she's polite. I'ma just say it. She's like, girl, who gonna buy your music? Who? Latasha's very proud of herself though. She's like, oh, I could be on my own. Like, it looks like she's not even concerned about Xscape. And you know what's real foul? Taj knows before the rest of Xscape knows. So next scene, we're in Virginia, Coco's hood, and when with her, she's meeting some of her friends at a bar. So we're getting more background on Coco. She lets us know in her confessional that in 2017, she was diagnosed with bipolar depression. She said that a big sign to her that she needed to get help was one day she wanted to kill somebody. She said that with a straight face. It looked like there was no hyperbole there, like she wanted to commit murder. I'm glad she got the help she needed because she said she would be in jail right now if she didn't. I hope it wasn't any of her group members. I'm glad she came forward to talk about it and seeking help because y'all know mental health, you know, isn't really taken seriously in our community all the time. So they're talking about how they're getting up there in age and Coco is like, who? I'm still young. She says this pussy still gets wet like I'm 21. Well then, ma'am, that is the downtown Coco I know. Can we get kinky tonight? Just mention it all, Coco. Damn, I hear that. All right, so next scene we're in Pittsburgh and SWV looks like they have a show. The ladies are all together about to perform. Side note, unlike last week, I'm glad we're getting more SWV. And that's no shade to Xscape. I just want to see my other girls equally. Oh man, I want to see them perform. They just cut to the next scene? Come on. Next scene, we're back in Atlanta. We're at Tamika's residence where she's being visited by her mom, and I'm assuming that this is the first time she's seeing her since their blow up with her sister. Hopefully they can work things out. They're being cordial with each other so far. So they're talking it out over dinner, and Tamika's telling her mom how she shows favoritism towards her sister. And her mom definitely isn't taking that in. She said, I don't show her favoritism. I'm on her side because she don't disrespect me. Just the way Tamika is addressing her mom or just how they speak to each other, you can tell she's been dealing with this for a very long time. Tamika's gonna need some therapy, even though I think all three of them need to be in group therapy. Her mom is just going off on her, and I'm getting a little glimpses of the baby boomer moms where they're like, I'm the adult and you're the child. You don't call me out for what I do. You don't talk to your parents any kind of way. Ooh, I've had that conversation. I'm glad me and my mom are in a much better place. I am the fifth member. I put that microphone in your hand. I'm the fifth member. When your daddy walked out on us and left us for dead, I'm the fifth member. Tamika's just taking it. Oh my God, I feel so bad for her. Hopefully, like, her mom is watching herself back and seeing how she's coming off and they're in a better place. The mama keep talking. It looks like she's just set in her ways. She's not listening to anything Tamika has to say. I just feel bad for her because ain't no change in adults that age. Her mom is still on some bullshit. I mean, the level of gaslighting. Ooh, this is some real shit right now. This could be triggering for some y'all, I understand. Tamika tells her mom that she apologizes for disrespecting her, but at the same time, if she can't respect her as an adult as well as her feelings, then she's just gonna have to step back. Tamika gets emotional and then her mom faces her and says, "Look at me. I'm your mother. I love you." She does apologize to her if she's been more of a mother to Tasha than her. I feel like I'm watching a Tyler Perry show right now. They're both now crying at this point. Her mom gives her a hug, and while this is a step in the right direction, I still feel like they're putting a band-aid on the situation. They need therapy. Whew, y'all, that scene was heavy, heavy. It was so heavy, baby. Heavy. Next scene, we with Kandi, and why is she talking about getting lottery tickets? Ma'am, are you serious? So Taj is stopping by to visit. She just know everybody. She is the glue that keeps both SWV and Xscape together. So they're talking and she's asking Kandi how's Xscape doing, and Kandi's like, but then they get on the topic of Latasha because Taj seen her recently. She tells Kandi, yeah, she was in Nashville to meet up with Motown on a solo deal. And of course, this is the first time Kandi is hearing this. And the expressions on Kandi's face. She's given us at least 3 memes from this scene. I'm with Taj. The vision don't stop just because she not there. I.e., one monkey don't stop no show. It looks like they both agree on moving forward with the tour without Latasha, and then they're setting up a date where both groups can meet up to talk about it. So next scene we're with Lelee from SWV going out to dinner with her son. I love that her son is representing his mom wearing the SWV hoodie. Now wait a minute, he got the bedazzled SWV hoodie? I don't think that was available when I bought mine. SWV, if y'all watching, can y'all send a ninja a bedazzled hoodie? I would love to rock one for the review of the finale. I'm just saying, closed mouths don't get fed. So Lelee is discussing with her son, Sister Hot Pussy, which is an alter ego of hers for some audio sex book she's doing. Well, all right. So we're getting a little bit more information on Lelee's journey after SWV broke up in 1998. They give us a flashback of when the group was on the Bethany's show. I think this was 2017 or 2018. And she was saying she was homeless for a while after the group broke up. The ladies of SWV have just been through it all, haven't they? Yeah, we're seeing Lelee say she is a hustler. She went back to school to get her GED. She worked in an office building. I'm guessing fast forward to when the group came back together. They had the show on WeTV. Not sure how many seasons that was. And then now the group's back together. They're touring on the regular. I'm glad she found a light at the end of the tunnel. So next scene with Latasha in the studio dropping some beats. I'm about to fast forward. Again, Latasha can sing, but this song is wiggity whack. Oh, and in walk her shiesty looking husband. The two of them really give Wendy Williams and Kevin Hunter vibes. Wow, he even called her anime as she's singing in the studio. I mean, I know that he's joking, but the irony. So the two of them talking, she's saying she got a text message from Kandi inviting her to this meeting with SWV. She doesn't know if she's gonna go. And then they bring up Tamika, who her husband says, oh, well, yeah, she accused me of stealing from her. I forgive her, but, you know, they stole that money. They ain't fooling nobody. Latasha says she still hasn't talked to her group members about her meeting for the solo deal. And I agree with Kandi. She just want to have that safety net if she want to go back to the group. They all just need to kick her out the group. Like, we don't need you. Just seeing the two of them together, they were made for each other. They are two shiesty, conniving people. Like, her husband looked like the devil himself. Next scene, we're at Coco's condo. We see her son first as he's on like IG Live or something, and he's singing. And while he's singing, Coco comes in, hey, quit all that singing. The way she comes in with some Shirley Ralph energy, give me that. And the tape recorder too. Singing does not put food on the table. Coco said in her confessional that her and her son have like a best friend type relationship. And you know, she sees him as like her broke best friend. And he does ask her for a Balenciaga bag. Isn't that just nice to have a mom that you know can like buy you expensive shit? She says, no, you can get your own Balenciaga when you become a dentist. She really does not want him to be a singer. Like Whoopi said, if you wake up in the morning and all you think about is singing, then you a singer, girl. So speaking of this conversation of Coco wanting her son to be a dentist, he tells her that he doesn't want to go back to school. So he's 19, and Coco is like, absolutely not. I am paying for school, and you can sing on the weekend. I don't blame Coco. If that was my son, I would tell him the same thing. Like, her and SWV went through hell in the industry, I'm sure. Now, even though they're legends, maybe they don't want their kids to go through the same thing they went through. Coco can't believe her son is telling her this. And she says, did you tell your grandmother? He's like, well, let's call her. So when her son tells the grandmother that he wants to quit school, she's like, you too young to know what you want. And Coco's like, told ya, tell him T. Give Coco a spinoff show. Oh, so he's getting upset now as he's talking about it. And I'm just like, the privilege that he has. Like, his mom is paying for school. He can still sing on the side. To be 19, I'm now twice that age, and definitely I would still stay in school. Listen to your mom. She knows better. Listen to me. Wow. So then the son suggests maybe he could take a year off from school and see how he feels afterward. And the grandma says, oh, well, that's a good idea. And then Coco says, well, you didn't do that for me. Coco says when she wanted to quit school, her mom put Post-it notes all over the house telling her to get a job. Well, I'm glad it worked out for Coco. And I'm glad she bought her mom a car so she would get off her back. I love Coco. Oh my God, this scene is so good. Like, give us more of this. Again, like I said in my last reviews, I love Coco's relationship with her son. It is so cute. So next scene is the day of the meeting between SWV and Xscape. SWV is hoping that Xscape has it together. Meanwhile, the ladies of Xscape know that Latasha the Problem has been shopping for a solo deal. They're just like, we'll do this with or without you. So it looks like they don't really care that much. So all the ladies are arriving. Tiny sees Latasha on her way in. Tiny just has such a distinct voice. Hey girl, how you doing? At least this time Tasha coming in with a better energy and smiling. So the meeting was starting off positive. They're thinking about doing one big show, like a collaboration. Taj, you know, we love her and her positivity. She said, everyone put their hand in. And you know, everybody put their hand in except for who? The Problem, Latasha. Like they have to egg her on to do it. Get her out the room. She put her old conniving paw in the circle, but I don't trust her. All right, so they talking business now, and they discussing the first show, and Kandi's asking, well, how's the billing gonna be? Because the last tour we came off of, we were headlining it. Now, before I even move on, I would think, like anybody else would watching this, that SWV and Xscape would just be co-headlining together, like they're even. So when Kandi poses this question, SWV's management's like, well, you have two legendary groups and we figured y'all both co-headline. So it looks like Kandi's speaking on behalf of Xscape and she says, well, we were thinking about keeping our top billing. Say what now? I mean, the looks on SWV's faces, especially Coco. Coco says, we gonna pass. I know that's right. Who does Kandi think she talking to? Like, this ain't 702, this ain't Black or Jade. This is SWV. SWSVV. SWV. Don't get me started. Is Kandi doing this for production so there's like conflict? Is this a scheme that Todd set up to come with the bullshit? We cut to Coco's confessional and numbers don't lie. She said we sold 30 million records compared to their 7. Yes, she looked at the stats. And if y'all want to see the list of greatest selling girl groups of all time, SWV's on there. Guess who's not? And this is no shade to Xscape. You know, the numbers don't lie. This is surprising coming from Kandi. I really think production set her up to do this. And why is Kandi doing all this speaking? Like, what is Tamika thing? Tasha, Tiny. Coco's still like, ooh, now Tiny. We cut to her confessional. She's saying that yes, SWV has the hits, but do they have the current fan base that Xscape has? I'm guessing because, you know, Tiny and Kandi, you know, they've been very visible on TV, whereas SWV hasn't. We saw the clip of this earlier before this episode came out, and you know, it sent social media into a frenzy. Someone posted Spotify numbers, and SWV won that as well. And Xscape's last tour, they had Monica and someone else on that. I think having, you know, Xscape with those two other acts, I mean, that helps the show. But putting Xscape over SWV, like, why couldn't they just co-headline it? I think Xscape thinks that their name will put more butts in seats than SWV. And I hate to choose sides, but if it came to it, I'm on Team SWV. I think this is very divisive personally. And it also looks like this tour is just one night. I would love to know what y'all think about this in the comments. It looks like Kandi and Tiny are both harping on the fact that they're more visible on their reality shows. They have a bigger following on their social medias than SWV has combined. So they should get more money? I don't know. Again, it's divisive. It should be SWV and Xscape on the same level and then an opening act for them. It's that simple. The vibe getting real awkward now. So much for sisterhood. Coco's like, so what we doing? And Lelee, she said she need to leave for a second. Coco's going with her. Ooh, Lelee is pissed. She's like, I can't take another minute of this stupid ass shit. To be fair, Xscape don't even have their own house in order, but they asking for top billing. They don't even know if all their group members gonna show up. All right, Coco, you better tell those two white men, I sold 30 million records, bitch. I ain't opening for no motherfucking body. Y'all better put some respect on SWV's name. So now you have Xscape by themselves, wondering if they went with the right approach to the matter, and then SWV, they in the other room feeling mad disrespected. Now it's starting to look like no show is gonna happen. Oh, and that is where the episode ends, y'all. I was hoping the two groups wouldn't go at it, but they got a show to make, I guess. I would love to know y'all thoughts on this. Personally, if I had to choose, I'm SWV all day. No ifs, ands, or buts. Maybe Xscape has a point. Do y'all think that? Next week's episode looks great. Can't wait to review it. With that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.